I pressed the record button.
Ye-
Tom, you may want to back up record. My,
Oh, yeah.
my
Can do
internet
that.
and stuff is very fucked at the moment, so. Um,
Okay. So, last week you found out a lot of interesting and basically directing information where you discovered Rhaenys, who people believe is the reincarnation of Firebrand. It hasn't been distinctly proven yet, but it could definitely be maybe that. You had a big sort of deal go down with her uncle to try and get her out of the blacksmith, which also resulted in Babette pouring a load of mayonnaise down the guy's toilet,
I
which
forgot
was
about
quite
that.
which was quite a good exit. You spent quite a lot of time at the market preparing for your journey to the northwest. You did some wheeling and dealing, changing up your relics and your inventory. And I'll remind Rill that I have put a sword in his inventory. You can attune to it if you want. I think you might have forgot you had it.
Oh, yeah.
But you are over attuned at the moment if you
Oh,
attune
no.
that. It's basically like a flame tongue, except you ignite it at will, not bonus action.
That's fucking sweet. Yeah, I've immediately attuned to it.
Yeah.
Very nice.
What else happened? You got lots of clues about where you're going to set off to, and it sounds like the Salted Forest to find the Eternal Fountain to see if anything interesting happens to Rhaenys when you get there. But that isn't for sure. Anything could happen. I know Rill was feeling strange about it, like, do we tear this kid away if he's got a great destiny? Greta sold her crown. Gilfie bought some things, but eventually you set off. And a few hours into your journey, once you reach the open sea, Babette and Sing Song in their balloon spotted a wake following the ship that you were traveling in. It turned out that you were being stalked by a submersible, which has now arisen to the surface. You think this ship was large enough that maybe it could have taken you out if it just wanted to, but maybe there are some ulterior motives. But I made you roll for combat, so we'll jump over to there now.
Literally forgot about the combat.
Who's Annia Similis?
Oh, that's the tiny person who lives on Rill's shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw it in the character sheet and I was like, who the fuck is that?
Oh, that's such a great picture.
She's basically just been following Rill around. Well, not following.
You've got the apprentice picture in her bio thing.
It's because
Which is amazing because it's cool, Ron.
Yeah.
It's because you used the stat block of the apprentice, I'm assuming.
Right.
Oh, my internet cut out already, didn't it? Cool.
Right. We'll take you all down, one by one. Rill, it's your turn.
Give us the what?
Merfolk.
Oh, fuck.
Can
Obviously,
you...
that's not happening.
I lagged out, so is there any music meant to be playing?
Yes.
Okay. Might have restart it for me. Thank you.
Alright, so what's the rules with the ship?
The ship.
The ship that we're on.
You could drive it away, Real, but do an intelligence check.
John.
I mean, you could drive the boat away, but the other boat is pretty big,
It is pretty big.
and it did sneak up on you.
Did indeed sneak up on us. I don't like how vulnerable we all are stood here together. Okay, we're gonna fucking do it. It's go time, baby. Real is gonna move. Say to everyone, they're not taking Hipatra. I think we gotta punch the bully in the nose, and he's gonna throw his teleporting dagger at the turtle that's on the side.
Oh, very nice. Go ahead.
Hey, oh god, I have so many things. Hey, yeah.
The dagger does miss Real, but would he be throwing it so that it still lands on the deck?
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah. So it misses the turtle,
Yep.
but lands, let's say, there. It hits this wall, and you end up there.
Yep, he teleports over. If I can shake Anya Smilis onto the... leave her on the ship, then I will.
Yeah, you can do that. She might not. She wouldn't have actually teleported with you. So.
Oh yeah. Okay.
She just went.
Properly teleported. Okay, so I still actually have my bonus action. For my bonus action, I will bamf out Echo over here. And I'll randomize it. So yeah, the teleport clatters onto the boat. He appears in its space, sword drawn, which he'll activate, so it's flaming, and the echo on the other side. He just calls out to the ship, "You've made a terrible mistake." And that's my turn.
Okay, very nice. This tool course there. Oh, he sees Real get on the boat. Gonna move up to there. We're not surrendering! You know what to do, boss! And he's gonna throw a hand axe at you, Real.
Roger that.
12 misses. And he'll throw his second hand axe at you. And that was!
Hey.
As you go flying past. Yeah. Guy. Go up there. And then he's going to throw 2 hand axes at you with disadvantage. Just go all these missiles just whizzing past you, Real. Where's this guy? Okay, he's going to come back here.
Should we be on all full health?
Yes, you should. You've had a long rest.
Okay.
He's going to withdraw into his shell around the box. Rhaenys, doesn't really know what to do. She's going to go by Ania and Momo, and she's going to dodge.
Yeah.
This guy here.
Oh my god, we get to see Cleopatra some of cool shit because Tom's playing her.
Wacha.
He will do the same. Cleopatra.
Petra, I think would definitely follow Ril. Are there any areas of shadow on the ship?
The perception check.
Perception.
Because I guess there would be shadows from the mast, but it might be difficult to see from this angle.
Roger that. I don't know if this is gonna do it in roll 20. Yeah, you did.
It's
Yes,
difficult to
it's-
see. There are some windows in the side of a boat, so she could go into the lower decks.
Okay. She is going to. She currently has points 8. She will spend. Action. That's fine. Oh wait, it's the thick bonus action. Yeah, so yeah. Oh, I need to be in dim light or darkness. Oh, interesting. Okay. Is there anywhere on our ship that could be dim light or darkness? Can she get
Maybe
below deck?
behind. Well, there isn't really a below deck.
Yeah, our shitty little ship.
You could go behind the mast,
Mm,
but that's about it.
okay. So, that's it. And can she see where Rill is?
It's she can definitely see the Tortle Corsair standing there,
Yeah.
but it's hard to see real.
Okay. I think the teleport stuff isn't gonna really be a thing. So instead, we will.
There is rigging on the side of a boat, so you could
Yeah,
jump to it and climb up.
and I think. Yeah, she'll do that. Does it look like she could jump it herself?
She could definitely jump to the boat, but I'd say she'd have to make an acrobatics or athletics check to catch on to the rigging, unless she's got a climb speed.
She would do just because. Yeah, she does because monk craziness.
Oh yeah.
So she's got 50 feet of movement. Can't move her token.
Okay, I'll drag it for you.
But yeah, I think she'd just get up back to back with Rill.
30. Yeah, she could make it to about there, I think.
Yep, that's fine.
And still take an action.
Yeah, she's gonna go to town. These fools. So her fists are better, I think.
We've got 2d4 on them, I think.
Oh Jesus! Does this work? Yes, it does.
That
17.
just hits.
Bosh. Is 2d4. Then
First strike, pretty devastating.
second strike.
Definitely hits. Um,
9 bludgeoning, 6 fire.
Mama. This guy is looking weak already.
Yeah, she could go all out, but I think it makes more sense to dodge. So she's gonna bonus action, patient defense. That's her turn.
Cool set. Gonna engage Rill.
Yep.
Gonna. It's gonna make 2 scimitar attacks. Nine and 16.
Miss.
So they're surrounding you. He's like, hey, hey! Stabs with a scimitar. He's like, oh, shit. Momo?
Oh, Momo, my boy. I think. Let me have a look at his. I'd like him to throw something at the Sortal Corsair. Let's have a little look. Spear. Spear ranged. 20 to 60 feet.
It would be a very hard shot. I'd give it hard cover, but he could attempt it.
Yeah!
Why is there like a big Momo and a little Momo underneath him?
No,
I don't know.
Momo! He stabs Hansel in the bum.
Yeah, Momo throws it, and somehow the spear just breaks apart in midair. He's just like,
Meh! That's Momo. That's Momo.
oh god, fuck's Covone gonna do? He's like, I've got your back, Real. He's gonna jump into the water. Got swim speed,
Yep.
so he goes up to the ship and goes 10 feet up the ship.
Nice.
I'll use the blue. No, I'll use the numbers. The ship is about 40 feet high, but he jumped into the water. All right, Gadan, what can you do?
Gadan.
So this hulking turtle, he seems to just be carrying a single pole. He's wearing a very fetching scarf. People might assume this might be the first mate. He takes a long breath out and slowly walks up the stairs towards you, Rill. He is going to make polearm attack. 2 polearm attacks.
Oh my days. But yeah,
What
yep,
the
both hit.
fuck?
Ow. And ow.
And he is also going to flurry of blows.
Oh, fuck.
You're dead.
I'm in a bad spot. Rill has, God, I have so much stuff. Uncanny dodge. I would have used it just on the first one that hit me, so I'll half the 9.
Okay.
Gain 5 back. That's my reaction.
What? AC Real, just so I know.
20.
20.
20.
Okay. Can I? Oh, it's too late. But for next time.
Yep.
I have woe.
And after bashing you with the pole,
Yep.
he makes 2 claw attacks against you. One misses, the other hits.
Holy shit, this guy's strong.
We're in some troughs.
And he's just like, ooh, for the captain.
Oh, I love
He
this
waves
guy.
his arms
Oh,
at
he's
you.
cool. He's fucking cool.
And this guy behind him, he's like, get in! Get down, sort them out! And he like runs back slightly to guard the the stairwell. Seraphina. Oh god, Seraphina's gonna go up to Rhaenys and dodge as well.
Yeah.
Gilfie, it's your turn.
Where's Gilfie?
Her
Where is Gilfie on the map? I don't see
on
it.
the boat at the moment. She will fly 60 foot up, so she's sort of still over 60 foot this way as well. Just sort of a bit closer. There we go.
I cannot see Gilfie. Am I going crazy?
She's near the boat.
No, I can't see it at all.
So weird.
Maybe drag out a new token.
Good. You go.
There we go, now I can.
I mean, you'll have to add the initiative again, I guess, or I can just put it over the top. There you go.
That works. Extra green.
Big green.
Super health.
Gilfie will bonus action starry form of the chalice. And then she will don't have any good distant heals really. Healing wind.
I bet how Coco rolled a 1. Good to say.
He was having dinner.
Need more healing spells. Okay. For now, we'll just do a healing word. In real. Range.
Thank you.
Second level one for now.
Was the chalice thing a bonus action?
Yeah.
Isn't healing word a bonus action?
Oh yeah.
No, I want the chalice more than the healing word.
Yeah.
Um.
Do what you gotta do. Real's got some tricks.
Okay, well, in that case then, let's just do a big second level. Where is it? On the big guy. Whack
This
him.
guy?
Yeah. Fuck him up. Oh
27. Oh, this guiding star like pounds into him.
Yeah.
As he's concentrating on Will, he's taken by
360.
surprise. He tries to block it with his shell, but it doesn't do much.
Nice. That's it for now.
Got advantage on the next attack against it.
Oh, I'll put this on him then.
Can you put me a little timer as
Oh yeah. What is this? The chalice?
well? Oh, actually, I might not need it. And let me see how long chalice is. Yeah. Oh no, it's 10 hertz. Never mind.
600. No, wait, is that 600? Whatever. Is that everything, Gilfie?
Yeah, that's it for now.
Great, it's your turn.
Oh, I've got so many bonus action stuff now that it's hard to manage it all. I think for now, I think I need to rage. So it's bonus action rage. So chuck that on the timer. And then action, I need to just get Hansel over there as well. So he's gonna have to just climb up. Greta, it's all bonus action shit. So can she action you? I mean, you can't use your action to do any bonus action stuffs, right?
No.
No.
Not even magic items.
No. It's a
Not
bonus
unless you're a
action.
thief.
Bonus action. Pathfinder wins.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 100% changing that fucking rule for Storied Horizons, because 5e can suck a dick. Let's get to, so 5 feet into the water, jump into the water. So that'd be 20 feet, 25 feet. Get up on the thing would be 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got 15 feet more movement, but I haven't got a climb speed, so how much feet would it take me to get up?
Oh, you jump really.
Not only with the ring of jumping, which is bonus
Oh.
action.
If it's, you can get onto the rigging if it's doing it, but you go at half speed up the
Yeah, so I've got 15 feet left, so how far would I get up?
7 feet.
Okay, so I'm 7 feet up the
Okay, I'll put that
rigging.
on.
And then Hansel's just going to do the same, who has got... Oh wait, why did that open mine? Hansel's got 50 feet of movement. So with dashing, he can get 100 feet. So some of that will be halved, so 5 feet into the water. 10 feet across is so 25 feet. How many feet up is it, Kieran? Halved?
40,
So
it's
8.
40 feet.
80 feet. So 5, 25, and I've got 75 left. So he's like 5 feet away from the top, Hansel is.
Okay, so he's 30 feet up. Okay. So everything?
That's everything for now.
This guy, where's he?
It's this isn't me rules lawyering. It's just funny to imagine Hansel trying to climb the rigging on the side of a ship.
Trust me, I have.
A dog just being
Imagine
like,
it Lion King.
Trust me,
gonna
I've
be-
seen a dogs climb way harder stuff than that. I'm surprisingly good at climbing stuff.
As he's meant to be kind of intelligent, I'll give it to him. And he had enough trouble with that very small gap at the
Yep.
right, this guy, God, what's he gonna do? You see Tapatra right there.
Actually, can I slightly retcon my turn?
Sure.
Will if I ignite the flame tongue, will it douse out in the water or not because it's magical?
No, because it's magical fire, so I wouldn't count that.
Can I do that instead of raging? Just because
Yeah.
I don't want to lose my rage from not getting attacked.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. I'll just do that instead of raging.
Okay.
That's the only difference.
This guy. He's going to walk up to Hepatra, but you see he sheaths his sword,
Oh.
and he's going to use just the butt. Well, he's not sheathing it. You see, he's just trying to use the butt of it. So he's trying to knock Hepatra out instead.
She is dodging
Okay, so
from Thingamabob. Patient.
it's still hit, right?
It does indeed.
There's half of that, which is. No, hang on. It's 4 points of unarmed. You hear after this guy's turn. Oh no, he needs another turn.
Let's go miss.
Oh no, he misses completely. You hear the ship like cheer. And they're like, "Give it to him, Captain!" He's like, "Yeah, yeah!" And you feel the whole boat like rock.
Oh, no.
Anyone on the rigging? Can you do a dexterity saving throw?
Would I get advantage because of danger sense?
Yes, you would. As it smashes into the little boat as he turns the ship,
Oh,
I'm gonna see.
Bad.
Seraphina and Rhaenys have to do dexterity checks.
What about Momo?
Momo has to do one as well.
My handsome rolled at least.
They get advantage because they're dodging. So Seraphina, not very good.
Yep, Seraphina 5, Momo 6.
Hang on. Okay. So anyone who failed, which is under a 14, takes this much bludgeoning damage, and half if you passed.
So 5 to.
So Momo takes 5.
The token I've dragged out doesn't have a health bar for some reason.
What, Momo?
E.
Who's got one for me for some reason?
Weird.
I'll take it. Why's it got 11 health? What the fuck's going on? It's not. No, oh, it's Anya. Okay,
He's a big boy.
I'll change Momo's. So he's got 6 left.
Yeah.
You've got 14 left. Seraphina has 6 left.
Oh man.
Anya. Did I do her?
No. Well,
Fails. So he's also on 4. Anyone on the boat? Oh, I didn't do Uncle Coburn as well. God. It's all right.
hey.
So he takes half, which is. So if you passed, you stay clung to the rigging. If you failed, you also fall off.
Greta falls off then. Hansel
Okay.
does not.
Serafina and Momo and Anya
Oh,
get flung out
no.
20 feet into the ocean.
Momo's gonna dissolve.
But the boat now is sort of right next to the boat, at least. That's
Weird
something.
question, but if
Yeah.
oh, I don't know. 'Cause it's like the big boat moved to slam into it, right?
Yeah.
I was wondering if now
And-
Gylfi, because Gylfi was above the gap between the boats, would Gylfi now be above the main boat?
She would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, got rolled a boat damage because boat can't can't dodge that.
Yep.
So this is the boat damage.
Ooh, you.
25.
I don't know how far I moved. Around there, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'd sort of be above the deck now, Gylfi, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you just hear Kolka laughing as he does this. Go here. Ooh. He's going to take one shot at Hepatra.
She's still dodging. Her turn. Miss.
Pretty hurt. Sees everyone coming up, so he's going to try and back out. You can take attacks of opportunity if you want.
I've already used my reaction. Hepatra probably would though, yeah. One hit. One strike rather. 30.
Yeah. As she turns around to hit him, it just bounces off his shell as he scurries away.
Yeah.
Real.
Right. So I believe my echo might move up to 30 feet in any direction. And like jump onto the boxes and keep moving this way. Is that doable?
Onto the box. That's like a hatch to the cargo bay.
Okay, you'll go. Ooh, that's kind of annoying. Go. Yeah, fuck it. We'll go here. I will use my bonus action to swap places with my echo.
Mm-hmm.
And then still not in a great spot. I yeah, and Real calls out, pointing at this fucking guy. This guy's real bad news. Real wants to find fucking Kolka. Can we see Kolka? Do we know where he is?
You can do a perception check to see if you could hear where he was.
Okay. Perception. Just a +1. That'll be an 18.
You're pretty sure from the big cheer that went up before the boat lurched and slammed against your vessel that he's probably the one driving the boat.
Yeah.
So he's probably somewhere over here.
Okay. Real's gonna keep moving then. Move
And
to the-
Gylfi would be able to see him.
Oh, where is he?
Well, because of the dynamic lights, you can see him there, Gilfy.
Oh, okay.
He's
The
like
guy-
behind the wheel.
The guy can take an attack of opportunity against me.
Oh, he definitely would.
Or else just fucking running.
14.
Misses. Alright, that's my full movement. Let's make sure I haven't cheating with the echo stuff. Bonus action, you can teleport, swapping places. Oh, at a cost, there you go, I was cheating. Cost of 15 feet of my movement. So, I would have had to... 15 feet. Okay. Okay. So... One additional melee attack. God, so many, bro, so many things. Rill is going to use his action to dash.
Okay.
Where are you, Kolka, you shit?
Yes. You get to their reel. You can see, well, you can hear Kolka laughing, but you see this guy here. He's
Yep.
like shelled up. He's sort of, you assume he's probably guarding Kolka.
Yeah. That is not gonna do my full thing. I'm not gonna do the crazy thing. So that is my full turn.
This guy sees the quarry, runs
Yep.
up to her.
Yep.
Um,
Disadvantage.
just gonna do both of them.
Miss. Miss.
Damn. Going behind. Can't really see anyone off the edge of a boat. Just gonna throw an axe at the shadow.
Nice. 15 AC. Wait.
And in frustration, he lobs another one.
Hey! He gets it, and it dies.
I did something. This guy sees Rill coming. He walks over there.
Mm-hmm.
He plants himself on the top of the stairs, shelled up.
Roger that.
Rhaenys doesn't really want to be on the boat, but it's better than being at sea, so she's going to go over here and keep dodging. This guy also sees his friend toddle off.
Yeah, but
He goes out there, and they
Ah,
block the staircase. Rill.
bastards. Yeah. Go.
Hipatra.
Petra's gonna beat some heads. Yeah, let's clear some ads with punchy times. She'll start with the one this side of her, her right. 2 punches. 1, 2.
They both hit. Uh, 11. 6. Some big strikes. Anything else from Hipatra?
Oh no, it's not particularly exciting, but it's the correct thing to do. She's going to patient defense again.
Okay.
And hope that guy rolls bad.
Move around to the side of the boat, trying to surround Hepatra. But he does see Uncle Coburn trying to climb up. So he's going to lob a few axes down at him. You hear Coburn's like, "Miss me!" Oh! As he gets hit by the second axe.
Not the hat.
Coburn climbs right to the top. But he has to dash, so he's just on the boat.
Nice.
And he's like, you hear him shout out, "Leave the merfolk to me. Take care of the rest." Takes a single step up,
God, this guy's terrifying.
pulls out his pole.
Yep.
Gonna try and pole Hepatra.
Yeah.
Disadvantage, right?
Disadvantage. My only hope. Oh, yep. Misses just. Yes. Patient defense.
You see him be like, "Hmm," and he's gonna use a key point.
Yep.
Pulls out his claws, come back out again.
That hits.
And the second claws.
Also hits.
Okay, so can't stop the poison, but the slashing's halved, so 10, so 20 damage overall to Hepatra.
Dying.
Need to do anything else? Don't think so. Where's this guy? Guy sees Rill.
Yep.
And he plants himself at the top of the other
Oh my
stairs.
god, these guys are the worst! If only I had the Amulet of the Raven attuned still.
Serafina, 15. Makes it back onto the boat, but she can't dodge. Gilfie. See Hepatra taking a beating. Down here, you can see that the Tortle Corsairs are blocking the path to Kolka, who's driving the boat.
Yeah, she's like looking from side to side, like, Not sure which one to help first, but she's gonna. I'm not sure if this is gonna fuck you over real, but it might. Might not.
Mm.
Depends what your plan was gonna be. But she's gonna ice storm over the top of Kolka and these three guys over here.
Ooh.
Okay.
And then
What
it's
does Ice
difficult,
Storm do?
and it's difficult terrain as well for until my next turn. Does that.
Where's Ice Storm? Or is it rolling? Oh, there we go. Pounds to the ground in a 20-foot radius. Oh shit. Where's it landing?
I can't see exactly, but wherever I can try and get all of them.
You would be able to see over, actually see over, so I'll draw the circle. 20-foot radius. 3, 4. God, that's huge.
E.
I think it's that.
Thanks, right.
Oh, well, now I can't pick it up!
And then she will. I'll roll damage. Hold on.
Nice.
Dexterity saves. Right, okay, I'll do it for these guys. So left to right.
Ooh.
Fail there. fail.
Okay.
But I might use woe on him. I don't know if I can use it for save, so let me check.
Okay.
Whoa.
Woo!
Woe, yeah, save and throw. So I'll use woe and reduce it by because we could.
4 more.
Oh!
Hey!
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did it. Cold as well. Shit, that's a lot. Yeah, they're not resistant to anything. So this ice, brick of ice just coming out of the air, it has a
Yeah.
devastating effect on the guarding turtles. You can see them wince a bit as they're under their shells. Their shells didn't seem to help, real.
Mm-hmm.
And then it is difficult terrain until my next turn. So that's the bit that might fuck you over. And then a healing word to Hepatra.
Isn't that 2
Yeah, it's 2 spells.
bills?
God
Oh,
damn
yeah.
it.
It's not Pathfinder.
She's got dodge.
She should hopefully be okay. Just the big guy.
Yeah. So, I'll heal on my next turn. Just thought I'd try and
Yeah.
get some damage.
No,
in there.
it's a great play. I think it's the right call.
Bonus
The boat,
action-
the
Oh,
boat
God.
is 10 foot high, so you've got 30 feet to climb.
Well, bonus action rage, which instinctive pounce means I can move 25 feet as part of the same bonus action. So upwards, that would be 12 feet, and then move another 30 feet to get to the top. I think that's right. And then I'll have 15 feet left.
Right.
I'm right here anyway. So
It'd be 60 foot up because you don't have a climb speed.
yeah, but I've got in total. I've got 45 move speed normally, plus
Oh, so
another
90.
So plus another 25 for my instinctive pounce. So
Okay.
yeah, 70 feet in total I had. So I'd be at the top with 10 feet left.
Okay.
But I'm here, so raging, and then I'll make 2 attacks with the flame tongue against the first guy in front of me.
Okay.
Reckless. So I'll put the little flag on her. 25 to hit
Yep, that hits.
for 18 points of damage.
Bloody hell. Mhm.
Second attack, also advantage because of reckless, is 18 to hit
Just hits.
for another 23 points of damage.
And this guy is down.
And I'll move
Damn.
last of my movement to step over his body and just look at Dadan like, come on, big boy. And then for Hansel, gets another +1 to his ferocity, and then he was 30 feet up. So I think it's
Didn't fall off.
no, he didn't fall off. So just another 5 feet, I think, to the top.
Mhm.
And then he'll. He's behind Greta. No, he hasn't got enough ferocity. He'll jump into Hepatra's space and attack this one here.
Yeah.
He'll do it.
Isn't
Sorry, go on.
Can you
Sorry,
do that?
doesn't it cost you a bonus action to like command him?
Oh, you're right to make him attack.
Oh.
Yeah,
So he just has to dodge.
He has to dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's just dodging behind
Got
Greta.
that completely.
Thank you, so did I.
No worries.
This guy sees Greta. Kind of looks around at Dadan. You see Dadan's like body shift a bit more towards Greta, and this guy is going to go for Hepatra. Like, I'm gonna be the big man as he attacks this guy.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay.
Just dodging him.
What is Sir Patrick's AC?
16.
So the first one hits. The second one misses.
Second one hits, right?
It's an 8.
Oh, sorry. I didn't. I
Yeah.
was reading it wrong.
Golka ab Coco Shell.
What does he want? So had his fun with the boat. Hmm.
I'm just going to
Yeah,
put the camera on reel so this recording can see what he sees.
Looking cold, but sort of snug in his shell, real. He gets behind these two guards. He's like, "You'll never take me alive," as he looks down at you. And then he smirks, and he just throws 2 hand axes at you.
No.
Oh. That
First
crit
one
hit.
just goes straight through the board of the deck, but the other one aims straight for your head.
Clink.
So what's that?
It's maximized, right?
9.
9 plus 4, 13.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And then you just hear him say at the end, "Don't bother to engage him, boys. Just chop him down." God, this guy. Sees it's getting a bit hairy up here. Sees Rill is surrounded. He's like, runs up behind Rill.
That's a smart guy. That's a
We've
go-getter
got him,
right there.
But Rill, it's your turn.
Alright. I think it might be. Hmm. Sees the guy run up behind him. Sees Coker up the top with the hand axes. Just looks back up at him calmly. Says, "It's not really your fault, but you don't know how completely fucked you are right now." And he's gonna point up towards him, and a little bead of red light is gonna appear at the end of his finger.
Oh shit!
And he's gonna
Oh, shit!
fireball him.
Cold and hot.
Oh yeah. I forgot I gave that such a good save until now. Dexterity saves.
Yeah, I want to see. Yeah, just because it's fucking cool. Alright, I need to calculate this real quick. Because if I blow myself up and actually knock myself out, that'd be dumb as fuck. I've got resistance to fire damage.
Yeah.
So that's, right, on average, 8d6 is 2d6 is 7, so 8d6 is 28. Halved is 14. I pass the dex save at 7, and I have Uncanny Dodge. My reaction's back. Maybe it's a bit too stupid. Yeah, it's a bit too stupid. I will try and do it to catch everyone here, though.
Yeah. How big's the radius of fireball?
It's 20 feet.
Yeah.
So-
If you did it back here.
Yeah, he basically wants
could.
to mimic Gilfie's thing.
Okay.
Yeah, dex save.
Roll the damage.
Alright, you are.
These are the 3 totals, left to right again.
Oh. 4.
Low damage.
Slightly under, yeah.
But so so this guy over here, he perishes in the firebolt. These guys are horrifically maimed. Corker looks a bit singed, but not too badly.
What did he get? Oh, he got 19. Can I?
My DC is 12.
Oh, fuck. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't know it.
Okay.
Is that because it's an item? What is it?
Seeing that it wasn't quite as devastating, and he stood there with his finger out like a mug, Real's like, well, I guess I'm fucked too. And he's gonna action surge, and with his action, he's gonna do the other thing I've been holding on to forever. And as Tom desperately looks through his inventory to make sure he hasn't fucking... There it is. And drink the power of the lake, baby!
Oh shit!
Turn
Doesn't
into
say
a...
what it does.
Yeah, I turn into a
Oh.
water elemental.
Very nice.
Right.
Damn, that's fucking cool.
Get him out.
It's like the opposite of what Bill wants to be, though, right?
Yeah.
There he is.
It's me, the water element. I just want the HP.
Yeah.
I want to be a druid.
Why didn't he pop out? Somewhere in here.
Action surge is gone.
Show to players. Can be edited.
Rivals go.
Can you see his character sheet?
I believe I can. It's just loading.
If he, yeah.
Still loading. He might be stuck or glitched or something. It's just loading forever.
If you close it, then out, double click on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it. Lovely.
Nice.
Sweet. And I haven't moved yet.
Do you keep your mental stats? As a...
Yeah, I mean, that's the question, Kieran.
Yeah, you do.
Am I
because it's a
real
gift.
right now?
You're basically Real's consciousness in a water elemental form.
Oh,
so
yes.
you can't do any of the stuff on your character sheet, but you can do everything the water elemental can.
That's excellent.
But think like Real.
Hell yeah. I'll just move up to these guys.
Yeah, so they're taken back by the blast and then they turn around and they see this massive water elemental skulking across the deck. Yeah, pretty scary. Alright. That's the one that Greg killed. Yeah. Gonna go and engage Uncle Coburn. As that's what Dead End said to do.
Dead end.
Trying to evade. They both hit. You see Uncle trying to pull out his scimitar. He's like, "Give me a chance! Give me a chance!" as he's getting slashed at.
A succulent Chinese meal.
Exactly.
Don't touch my penis.
God, this guy.
It's not fair that Arnie's not here. She does a really good impression of that guy.
Yeah, she's gonna be annoyed she missed a chance to do that.
I think this guy's so ridiculously hurt, and seeing a giant water elemental in front of him, and seeing as he can hold breath, and he doesn't really like his captain, he's just going to disengage and jump off the ship into the water.
Yes. Love it.
Oof. And Cole's like, "Come back, you knave! I need you!" Rhaenys will dodge again. This guy's seen his friend walked away, but he knows Colke's can do a wisdom check. And seeing the giant water elemental as well, he gets the same idea as his friend. And Colke's like, No, stop! As he jumps off, disengages, jumps off into the lake. Hipatra.
Coming at ya. Go and beat people up. Guy next to her.
The weakened guy or this guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Okay. So the first one hits. Second one misses.
13 damage.
Yeah, he's looking pretty bad. But he's got the Dan next to him.
She's gonna dodge. That's a 10.
This one sees him.
Yep, I've written it at the top of the battle map.
Oh, okay.
5 out of 8.
This one sees the Dan's taking control of this situation, or at least trying to. So he's going to turn for easy prey, and he turns around and attacks Uncle Coburn as he's trying to climb onto the ship.
Oh, Coburn. What a good boy.
Is it too much for me? And he's like, my turn now. He's like, what do you think of this? As he thrusts his trident at the one in front of him.
Why is that so funny?
Prods one, and he's like, oh, I'm coming at you. And he's gonna use a bonus, well, his feet to get another attack.
Ooh.
Oh.
But this one managed to block, and he's like, well, shit. Dan. Seeing as these guys surrounding him, I said he turned towards Greta. Seeing as her as quite a big threat, he is going to start trying to wail on Greta with advantage.
Yeah, I'm reckless.
With his pole.
Hits.
22. 11 bludgeoning.
5. Misses actually.
Oh, shit. He'll use another key point. He's going to try and claw you. With advantage.
Hits.
What should I see, Greta?
17.
I use my thing. Sorry.
Whoa.
The unfun. Whoa.
It's not fun, it's your thing.
Well,
it doesn't
still
do it.
bad.
Doesn't do it.
5 slashing and 5 poison.
And again, and one more claws.
Misses.
Misses again. Shit.
It's a shitty rolling.
Is there anything you can do? No, you kind of want to stay there as well. This guy. Where's that guy? Oh, he's dead. Seraphina will. Yeah. Gilfie, it's your turn.
Gilfie sees a big giant water elemental. Now thinks it's perfectly fine.
You
Gonna go fly behind everyone. Quite fairly close down there. Feel like she there. It's better. And she gonna do another guiding star at Didan.
Okay. Go for it. Yeah, another successful guiding star slams into it as he tries to block it with shell, but it doesn't work.
Yeah. I should have probably healed, but no! Damage!
Battle Gilfie.
The Dan looks a bit roughed up, but not too much yet.
That
Anything
is
else, Gil?
about to change.
I think so. No.
Is that for... Yeah, that's for thingamajig. Your turn, Greta.
So Greta is going to bonus action command Hansel to move around here and attack. What's his face?
Yep.
Which he does with advantage thanks to Greta's wolf totem. He's going to use an overwhelming attack. And -2 to his ferocity. So it makes a bite but adds proficiency bonus damage to it, which is a +3 now. Advantage. Ooh, not great. 14.
Misses as he
Yeah.
bats Hansel away.
Then Greta's going to go in herself with the flame tongue. Pretty simple. That's what she usually does. First attack, reckless. Ooh, 18.
Just hits.
Oh, good. Why didn't that roll? 11 and 13, 19 points of damage. Second attack is also a reckless at advantage. Bad from Greta. 13 misses.
Yeah, but this time managed to parry with his shell.
Bonus action. I've already commanded Hansel, so that is my turn.
Ooh, this guy next to Hepatra sees the Dan stood up to the blows, so he's going to concentrate on Hepatra, try and get her unconscious.
She dodging.
Oh yeah.
Just miss. Ooh.
He's like, God damn it!
Misses.
Okay. Corker versus the water elemental, I guess.
Yeah, let's dance, motherfucker.
But this world has been far too tough on old Coker. All I wanted was that bitch. She was meant to die weeks ago. He steps up to the water elemental. He's like, let's see how you like lightning, bitch.
Ooh.
He pulls out his mace, swings it at the water elemental.
Pretty bad.
In your watery form, Brill, you managed to make a hole in yourself, but it just goes through. He's like, oh! And he swings again.
Oh, Kolka. Kolka, no.
This isn't fair. They say fight fire with fire, not water. He's like, I've got him, boss! As he walks up behind the water elemental. Take this!
Hits. They both hit.
Right, stop showing off.
They're both halved because it's got resistance to physical damage.
Oh, God. There you go.
Splish splash.
Rilla, it's your turn.
Yep, nice easy turn. Rail's gonna move into Kolka's face and use Whelm.
Ooh. What does Colker
DC
have to do?
15 strength save. He's trying to sweep him up inside him. Get in my belly. Oh, he does
19.
it. So he passes.
Mm-hmm.
Pushed out of the elemental space. Doesn't say who chooses it, but yeah, makes most sense. Like that.
Yeah, so he goes that way like that.
Cool. That's my full turn.
Does he take any damage?
No.
Okay.
It's like I've just like tried to pull him in, but he's strong enough to not be drawn in.
Guy jumped off. Oh wait, did he? Yeah, that guy's dead. This one. He's gonna try and push Cobra. Oh,
Yeah.
that is contested, right?
Yeah. Come on, Coburn. Oh, yeah.
And they're in a deadlock, trying to shove him. He's like, "You won't get the best of me, Sonny."
I don't know why I can so clearly imagine Coburn going to Seraphina's like primary school sports day,
Come
Taking
on,
part.
girl.
taking part in the hair and egg and spoon race.
Patra, it's your turn.
Oh. Alright. This guy's fucking dead, so. What does she get from doing the crazy vampire bite thing?
I think she gets some health.
Regain hit point. I mean, that's pretty cool. Add your con mod as you. Oh no, you do add your con. 1d4 plus 1. What's the piercing damage? Gain a bonus. That's kind of cute though. She'll do the fanged bite first. We'll hope it hits. Not a great modifier. Damn. Does she get advantage because Greta's within 5 feet of this guy?
Yeah.
Wait. That one again, shall we?
Get off me! As he managed to just get his scaled skin up and the fangs can't penetrate.
Damn it. Oh, I hate that thought. Scraping off the fucking scales. As her bite fails, she'll just go for a fucking uppercut to his chin. Oh, I should have done it with advantage.
It
24.
hits.
Hook. 2d. 9 damage.
Yeah, and she like bips this guy on the nose, and he just sees his nose sink into his face, goes into his brain, and he's dead.
Oh, damn. She doesn't want to move, I don't think. It's all going not too bad, really. She will spend a key point to dodge. Woo! Getting all the cool monk stuff.
Right. God, what's this guy gonna do? I think he's getting frustrated. Just gonna attack Patra normally. She didn't. Oh yeah, she did.
She did. Misses. Yeah, a little bit. Hits. 18 hits.
6 slashing.
Yeah, she's starting to get worn down.
Okay, burn. Nose to tools. When you grab someone, can you like invert it? So could he throw this guy off? Or does it have to be 5 foot in any direction he's going? Or is it 5 foot of Coburn?
I don't think there's any hard rules on that.
Yeah, just rule it as you see fit.
Right, Coburn's just going to try and throw this guy in now.
Yeah.
You thought you'd make me the splashmonger, but what about you? As he looks at him. Where is that?
Splashmonger sounds like a DC super. Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, blocks it, and he's like, "Stop manhandling me!"
You do that voice way too good.
Daban sees that Gretel's quite a big threat, so instead of doing anything weird, taking inspiration from the Tortle Corsair, he's going to try and grab her.
Ooh.
Oh my god, I finally get to use this thing, I think.
Strength or whatever. Strength check, Greta.
Athletics or acrobatics, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, let me see if he's got anything.
His has
No.
to be athletic.
Yeah, his is athletics.
Will I get advantage on this because I've got the squat nimbleness feat?
Ooh.
for being a goblin or just a separate?
No, I took the feat.
Um,
Yeah,
20.
so you managed to squirm your way out of his grasp, like, quite well. What else can he do? Sort of surveys around as he tries to grab you. Not so really care about that. He's gonna... He's just gonna turn around, he's gonna smack Hansel with a pole.
Wow.
Fucking dickhead.
Oh no, but he does have advantage on you, so he'll go for that.
Yeah,
So-
hits.
Yeah. Pole,
Uh,
and then he will use another key point to flurry of blows on you, Graham.
yeah, hits. And hits. 10 damage on the first. 9 damage on the second, so 19. Ow.
Okay. That's him. Where's this guy?
It's dead.
Okay. Yeah. Dodge. Gilfy.
you'll be gonna start healing. Gonna fly down, stand behind Greta over here, and cure wounds.
Very nice.
Yeah, and also
Whoa!
finally get to use my chalice that I activated ages ago for Hepatra.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
12 HP.
Is that everything, Gilfy?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's up to 9. Gonna spend 8 ferocity to use Bite Frenzy as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Makes bite attacks against proficiency bonus creatures, but there's only one creature there, so does get advantage. Hopefully this hits. 21.
It hits.
Does this much damage?
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Wait a sec. Wait a sec. No, we don't have anything. I thought we did.
4 damage and he's knocked prone automatically.
Ooh.
Because of the
What
bite.
happened with Hansel's ferocity?
So he spent 8 of it on Bite Frenzy, which
How much did he have?
9.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
Yeah, because he was on 4. He was on 4, then he rolled 4, but he got +1 again because there's one enemy next to him. So he was on
Jeebus.
9. Yeah. So yeah, he's not prone, which means Greta does not have to go advantage. Or reckless rather. So she'll just make 2 attacks, both with advantage because of prone. 26
Yep.
Good roll.
for 19 points of damage on the first hit.
Okay.
And then the second one, advantage because he's prone. 26
Mm-hmm.
for a further 20 points of damage.
He's still up, but he's looking real bad. And
Motherfucker.
he calls out. He's like, oh, oh, oh. And in front of you, Rill, you see Kolka's expression change. He looks very worried as Dadan lets out this.
That is my turn.
Okay. Dead. Right, Kolka looks up at the water elemental and he's like, "Right, mate, what's going to take to get you off this shit? We're sorry now. Go away." Can you actually talk? You can talk Aquan, Rill?
Yeah, I mean, in Aquan, it will say you need to apologize to Hepatra and spill your secrets, or
And
you're all gonna die.
in Aquan, which is on his character sheet,
Oh!
he'll be like, "All right, I'll do that. Sorry about all this and everything, yeah."
Cool.
And he lets out this bellow. This guy behind you, Rill, he backs off. He's going to shell up as well. Doesn't fully
Yeah.
trust you. Rill, it's your turn.
Alright. Real. See, the funny thing is, the potion just happens, I think. I don't think I can turn back or whatever.
You can, yeah.
So, Rel will, with a big watery hand, wave, or 2 little tendrils, like, wave towards the others. Trying to get their attention. But they're kind of in the midst of fucking fighting. There's not much he can do, really. He'll shout towards his companions in Aquan. Stop fighting! He's gonna do what we say. But I don't know if anyone speaks Aquan.
Don't say.
Don't check Koban.
Does Hepatra speak Aquan?
I think Babette does.
He's up in the balloon, though.
Yeah.
This would be a fucking great show for Babette and Sing Song in the balloon. Watching the fireball, the water elemental, just like, oh yeah!
Yeah,
Actually does
get him! Hothead!
So you just hear, and he's waving. He'll move, yeah, so that there's space for Kolka to walk down the stairs. And he'll gesture towards the group fighting for Kolka.
This turtle really wants to push Koban, but he heard him. Gonna disengage and sort of stand off by the barrels. Rhaenys will dodge. Hepatra.
Hepatra, you have returned. I'm no longer in control.
Tell her she missed opportunity to do the voice.
I did.
What?
I said I told you that Kieran did the penis voice twice.
Ah, yes. I see you know your judo well. What is the charge? Killing a tutor? A succulent aquan tutor? Anyway, sorry, what do people want from me?
That was
Your
it.
turn.
Oh, you done it.
But
That's fine.
You're kind of dropping into this now. There's been an ongoing combat for a long time. You guys are pretty much winning it now. But you would have seen this Corsair back off and heard a bellow. I don't know if anybody saw Rill or... I mean, he's a fucking water elemental right now. But yeah, I don't know.
Also, you'd know that they were specifically trying to capture you, Hipatra.
Yeah.
Well, to me, there is no choice. There is no question of what Hipatra would do, should I say. She would not have probably gone into combat for this long. She would have said, no, stop.
They're trying to capture you.
Yeah, no, I know. You can take me as long as you don't hurt my friends.
Your friends didn't like that very much.
Yeah.
As you say
But
that,
why not?
Greta's like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
Greta, stop taking every opportunity to smack things. We don't want to kill them, we want information.
Well, it's already gone now. Like, this whole thing would have played out and friends would be like, no, and then it would have gone onto the boat
Yeah.
in the
Copper's
big
giving up.
fight.
Kolka
So-
does seem to have given up, though.
Yeah.
You could go towards Kolka.
Don't kill him. I don't actually know where he is, to be fair.
He's to the south.
My map's so big. Can I... Oh my god, I hate this computer screen. Sorry. Where the fuck am I?
You're up top. The big bundle of people
See
fighting.
my butt? Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna dash down here to where the scary Kolka boy is. What is
He's
this
got-
circle?
These guys
That's
wouldn't
gone
attack you.
Okay.
These guys wouldn't attack you as you left.
Sick. Even better.
What did you say to Kolka?
I think we both want answers. Why don't we sit down and talk about it? That way, nobody else has to die.
Well, looks like you're winning this fight, to be honest, and I don't particularly want to die, especially to whatever that is, and points to the water elemental Rill.
That's just my friend. Don't worry about him. He's okay.
Rill holds out a little water tendril to high-five Hipatra.
She'd like smack it, and you'd get like showered with little droplets. Let's just stop this, okay? I don't want
Well-
anyone else to get hurt. It's.
Well, I don't either. I don't want to die. Call off your friends.
I just tried that. Guys, leave them alone. We're
Yeah.
coming to an agreement, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, Greta would
Yeah.
just sort of pat the Dan on the cheek, just like, you fought well, big man, and then just spit some blood out of her mouth and sort of sheathe her weapon, turn
He's
off
just-
the fire.
He's kneeling, but he like splays out like, oh, as he was sure he was going to die. You see the rest of the Turtle Corsairs back off. And I will put the normal music on.
Yuppie lands behind you, Greta. Ah, that's over. Finally.
Yeah, she
What-
kind of just
What should we
smiles.
do now?
I don't know. I think we should probably listen to whatever they're talking about.
Okay.
She'll just jump on Hansel and then make her way over.
Rill, you'd be stuck like that for an hour, by the way.
I think the original thing was 1d4.
Oh, hours?
Yeah, but I rolled for it and I did get a 1.
Okay, that works out well then.
He
But you
turned
can talk-
himself into a watery chair for Hipatra to sit on.
You can obviously talk to the turtles as well, because they speak Aquan.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Polka.
He's
Oh
listening.
yeah. He's like strides up on deck. Looks down at you. Well, I guess I'm gonna say I'm sorry, but I'm not. You're worth a lot of money.
Who, me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, no, I was asking the DM, not. Right, why am I worth a lot of money?
Well, it turns out a few weeks ago, well, it's more a few months ago now. See, but you got a promise. And he looks at you.
Promise what?
If I tell you this information, you won't kill me or my crew.
Okay, duly noted.
Right. Maybe you should take a sit on your friend there. This is some pretty big business. You might get a bit angry.
Thanks, Rill, but I'm not going to sit on you. That would really be taking the piss. And she'd like lean over and just like kiss the water, and then like sit on this barrel over here.
Yeah, Kolka stays up there. He's like, well, so,
And she'd awkwardly, as he was moving, talking, just sort of scooch back over until she was over here, like, what?
few weeks ago, a few months ago now, we got a mission. The mission was to kill a few people, as it were.
Right. Don't like the way this is going.
We went to your sanctuary where you used to live.
Mm-hmm.
We poisoned most of the food there.
Right.
And, we killed your master. Chorus, Apsavides.
Well, I had my suspicions about this. And she's trying very hard to stay calm, and you'd see her jaws very tight. Right?
Yes.
And why did you do that?
We were paid very well. Actually, let me look something up. Oh, God, what time is it there? How much was he paid? Let me just... Oh, it's... Yeah. Yes. We were paid 10,000 pearls for wiping out your sanctuary. We managed to hunt down most of the other escapees, but you evaded us. And that's why we were after you.
Right. Well, okay.
Well, if that's it, would you kindly get off my ship and we'll just leave you alone now, alright?
I mean, I kind of guess so. I've kind of got the answers that I was actually looking for. I mean, now I know that you killed Chorus, and I've promised not to kill you if you tell me this, but I haven't promised not to kill you in the future if I come across you again. So, yeah, I guess that is kind of even.
Alright, well, that sounds great. Well, if you wouldn't mind getting off my ship now, and, we'll be on our way.
One question before I go anywhere. So, who exactly was it that paid you all this money to kill Chorus and everybody in the Thalassic Conclave?
Oh, I didn't say I'd tell you that. I just said, well, I was trying to kill you.
I didn't say I wouldn't try and kill you in the future. So, maybe that could be some kind of part of the deal?
The persuasion check.
Six.
Let's just say it was someone very, very important.
I'm getting really confused between my campaigns now, because I'm like, it's Celia's girlfriend's dad, and then I was like, no, wrong campaign.
It's Strahd. He was behind it the whole time.
Fucking Strahd! Neville Daggerson. Bet ya. That asshole. Right. But, okay. I'll make a deal with you then. I am not going anywhere until you tell me. So, good luck trying to get me off of your ship, because it's not going to happen.
Oh shit.
Yes, exactly. I thought you might think that. So it's probably about time that you fess up, yes?
He sort of grumbles. Right.
Wow, this guy's an idiot.
He was going to die, so he's in a pretty bad bargaining situation.
That's a fair point.
Right. All you got to promise, if I tell you, you never see me again, you don't try and kill me, none of that. Don't even tell anyone what happened here today. Say that you got sunk by the coca shell and you washed up. And it's all fine, like this never happened.
I feel like that does more for your reputation than I'd like it to be fair, but okay. I'm figuring you're not going to figure that one out, so okay, fine.
Right. I've got this little, and he pulls it out from the back pocket. It said on the bottom I should destroy it, but I couldn't be bothered, you know. And he gets this out,
Great, lazy
pulls
assassin.
it out, and he reads it. And he's like, for the elimination of Chorus Apsavides, that's your master, that was Colker Ap Cockershell, that's me, and the crew, that's them, who are mostly dead as well, shall be rewarded with absolution for their crimes across the Shattered Lake. Colker Ap Cockershell shall be rewarded 10,000 pearls from the treasury of the office of the Thalassic Conclave. Signed, Reverend Mother Gasala, High Priestess of the Thalassic Conclave, and the Pride of the Myrd Trench. So, Hipatra, that is essentially the Pope of this place.
So is she based just in the one that Hipatra was in? So would she know Mother Gasala?
She would know that she is the head of the religion.
Okay.
Jesus.
Mother Gasala? What? But why would she do that? Kill her own devoted?
Turns out she didn't like what you thought very much, I guess.
Was that
But
the
how
one?
the hell would she know? She's never even met us, most of us.
Well, she didn't like Corish, I can tell you that much. I only met her slightly, and she hissed her name.
Was that the one I met, Kieran?
And that was High Mother Karimo.
Okay.
Mother
Used to
Gasala,
Used to
You will-
say.
you will pay for this. Guys, we have another adventure. Go on. Let's get in the boat.
Time to kill the Pope.
Time to kill the fucking Pope. Didn't he die the other day? Or did I get that completely wrong? Did I misunderstand what happened? I mean the
Today.
real Pope, not
They're-
Mother
They're about
Gasala.
to
So-
die.
Everyone who heard this conversation can do a basic intelligence check.
I don't
What
think
they
Greta
know
would
ab-
know anything.
If she
so
know, would she? It's like saying, would a normal person know about the Pope?
I don't think Greta would know. I'll be
I
honest.
think we're all just watching a fucking fly buzzing past. No.
Oh my god!
someone talking?
Real's just looking at his water elemental hands like, whoa.
All right, so I'll give you some information because she's pretty well known. She is eminently powerful. She is basically the one who owned the staff. Well, she was of the position that would have owned the staff that Hipatra found in the tower. She would probably be heavily guarded, seeing as she's the Pope, and she is of quite high magical ability. But that's it with those intelligence checks. She also lives very deep in the bottom of the Shattered Lake. Yeah, Colker stands over the deck and he's like, "Well, you're free to go." As he gestures his hands out.
I mean, we could just take this ship, and you could have the little ship. I think there's
Oh, 'cause
more
I-
of us now.
Is your name Coca Shell?
My name's Greta the Great Grimehammer.
Yeah, she ain't a guy, Mama. She's Coca Shell. So, off on your own one, yeah? As he looks at you. Like, looking back and forth.
She just I'm too tired to think of something funny retort to say. I think she would just say she'd just say some sort of funny retort and try and claim the ship for herself.
Yeah.
In an intimidating manner.
The only thing, I don't know if we can drive this big of a ship, Greta. But
Yeah, it's a good point. You need a captain. As Coca looks at you.
Well, it's more of us than there are of them.
is it?
5, 6, 7.
Nadia and Momo don't count.
They had like 7 to begin with.
And also, none of us are sailors or whatever.
True.
But it would be cool. We could sell it.
Can Rill sink between the floorboards and
Oh, yeah.
check out the belly of the ship?
Let me see where you are. Okay, you're here. Quickly put you where you'd fall into.
Oh man. Of course you made the whole ship. You bloody bastard.
So, Real, if you went down through the floorboards there, you'd end up in a kitchen.
Nice. He just wants to do like a quick skim of the place. So he'd like try and squeeze through walls or under doors or whatever. He just wants to get an idea if there's any more crew, if there's lots of them, if they have any big cargo or anything like that.
Okay, hang on. I'll open up this layer, seeing as you're exploring it. So this door's unlocked. You'd go out, and you'd be in the middle of the ship. You'd see the ladders that lead up to the next level. If you went down here, open this, you'd see it's a food store.
Mm-hmm.
These 2 doors here, they're locked. And you'd have to do a proper squeeze to try and get through the sort of doors, because the walls aren't as perforated as the cracks between the floors are.
Yeah, it says specifically I can move through a space as narrow as 1 inch wide without squeezing.
Jesus. You could probably move through the locks then.
Because I'm water, baby.
Okay. Would he be checking all the rooms?
I mean, he's not trying to loot or anything
Okay.
right now. He just wants, first and foremost, he wants to know if there's any extra crewmates on the ship. And second, if there's any particular cargo, are these guys smuggling anything?
Mhm.
Like, so far, there's been nothing that interests him.
So in this room, it'd be an armory.
Yeah, not bothered.
This looks like the captain's quarters.
Yeah, not hugely bothered.
The deck hands, they're both completely empty.
Yep.
This one would seem to be a vault.
Ooh. Still, he's not.
This one would also be a vault.
Yep.
Can you do a perception check while you're in there?
Yeah. Perception.
Real, as you're sort of in there as your water elemental form, you swear you see some of the boxes move.
Oh, goddamn. Yeah, he'd want to open a box that's moving.
Who'd open it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gonna have to go. Can you roll? As you try and open this box, you realise the edge of the box isn't a box at all.
Ah!
It
El,
is.
El Clasico.
It is a. Well, you know these creatures. They're not quite the same as normal D&D because these are squid that people that can change into objects and they stow away on ships. Like they come up from the deep, get onto the ship, then people cart them around, and some people even sell them to trick people.
I love
What would Real do?
that. He doesn't want to fight right now. He'd go out the door and then, if the door, because the door's still locked, right?
Yeah, but he could fit through the lock.
Yeah, so he'd squeeze out the door and just leave it.
Okay, and then
And then-
it couldn't get out. So yeah, you'd be a bit shocked that that's
Yeah.
what was in there. But
Um,
as you back away from a door, they don't seem to be chasing you.
Yeah, and there doesn't seem to be like the beds match the number of people and all that. So
There is the
Yeah.
big sort of cargo hold here.
Yeah.
Can you do an
I-
investigation check if you'd like to try and identify anything in it?
sure. Hup. 21.
The things that stand out in this room. So there's foodstuffs, water, materials, basically stuff that the crew are transporting.
hmm
But things that do stand out are these barrels over here, and they're stamped with a turtle skull and crossbones. With your investigation check, you'd quickly identify what these barrels contain, and it's called a death head poison. Each barrel is filled with a virulent poison which often causes paralysis, followed by a long agonizing death,
Oof.
which, from what you heard upstairs, or didn't hear
Yeah.
because it might have been in common, well, you would have understood it, but a few drops would be enough to kill even the healthiest of creatures. It's basically known as something used to poison people. And they've got a lot of it. They've got like 14 barrels of it.
Yeah, he would head back up with
Okay.
that.
Yeah, so you come back through the floorboards and Kolka's like, right.
He'd say to Kolka, you don't really have in Aquan. You don't really have a leg to stand on. If we want the boat, we're taking the boat.
But you don't know how to drive the boat.
Mm. You're not wrong, but you're gonna have a fun time trying to convince my friend of that.
He kind of lets out a sigh. Well, tell you what, I'm being gracious enough to say sorry to my new friend here. What's your name? Hepatra. Hepatra, you may have the boat. Come on, boys, we're going. We're taking your boat. And he starts heading off towards your boat.
This is like the weirdest job interview I've ever had.
We can't drive this boat. We can't take our boat. Oh shit.
Yeah, Real can't talk, but Real's got some thoughts about this plan.
So I think everyone else would be on board by now, not wanting to be in a rickety boat. And you just see them walking off to the boat.
Greta. Are you sure? They're going.
Oh god, why won't this layering work?
They're going with our boat, and I'm not sure if we can drive this one. I can't carry everyone.
Yeah, you see them slowly load up the boat.
We can drive this ship and be fine.
Kind of like watches them get on the boat. Not sure whether to stop them or not.
Uncle Coburn's like, bye bye, see you soon.
They go.
Kolka looks up one last time at the boat.
He's just
And?
looking around to everyone else.
What's its name? What's the name of our boat?
The Radiant Wing.
Yeah, we're just letting these people take our boat.
This is a bigger boat.
We don't need to leave them with any boat.
True.
Yeah, I mean, they can swim.
Yeah, do that.
They're already on our boat.
Yep, they're already on your boat.
Tell them to get off or we'll ram them.
Don't know how much of a threat that'll be if they know we can't drive their boat.
Yeah, and it slowly starts pulling away. Is anyone doing anything?
Greta, I don't think we should let them go.
Rail's gonna jump in. He's got a 60-foot swim speed, 90-foot swim speed,
You'd be able to catch the boat as it's slowly pulling off.
and he'd burst up onto the deck, saying,
Yeah.
"Equin, wait a moment. I think it'll be to your benefit."
Looks right around. Boy, we just want to go. You're going to kill us. We don't want to be here.
You'd rather go with your big boat than a small boat, though.
You're right. I would.
Then wait a moment, or I'll break the keel and leave you here.
I'm.
Splish,
This is the
splash.
worst hostage situation ever.
Splish, splash, splash. Back up on the big ship. But you can't talk to anyone.
Well, we'll stop them, Greta. Well, maybe we should see if we can drive the boat before we let them go.
Sure. Why is everyone looking at me to organise this shit?
Well, you're the one that wants the boat. Nice.
Why don't we want the boat? It's bigger than our boat.
Well, because I don't know how to drive it.
Uncle Coban walks down the deck. He peacocks about. He's like, "Yes, this is a fine vessel, much like one I drove back in my day." He
See?
wanders down.
He can drive it.
I can give it a go.
Gilby just looks around at all the ropes and shit that you got to move.
Unconvincingly.
Why don't we can have both boats.
Well, he's going to drive the other boat if Uncle Coburn's driving this one.
Yes, I can drive this boat. No problem.
See?
Who else can drive boats? We'll drive boats?
This is a special boat. It can go underwater.
Submarine.
Oh yeah.
Exactly, we could use it to get to the Pope lady and kill her.
I can't breathe underwater. Can you?
I mean, no, but I'm sure we can go somewhere and buy some kind of underwater breathing potions or some shit.
True.
Well, when you saw it come out of the water, you would have seen this bubble. It looked like an air bubble that broke as it came to the surface.
How do we activate that? Maybe we should just keep the tools on the boat. They can drive
Yeah, enslave them, that's a good idea.
it. Oh, well, you put it like that.
I was joking.
Yeah, it's a good point, though.
If Uncle Coburn says he can drive it, I'm sure he can figure out the rest of it, right?
Yes, of course I can. That's why I've got this hat, this jaunty hat on. Pretty convincing.
Alright, let's try and move it before we let them go. Alright.
Fine, let's do that then. Test him out. Go on, Uncle Coburn. Show us what you got.
Right, you stay here, Ernest. Bill, I'll need help reviewing your water elemental form, of course. That's how these things work, water. You know, how things work and all. Here we go, there's bottles around the wheel. Interesting. I wonder if these are involved in the mechanism to get this thing working. Kind of looks around. What about this doohickey here? As he pushes a button near the wheel. You just see a bubble like comes around the ship. Oh, okay. Presses it again. The bubble doesn't go away. And at this point, with the bubble around everyone, you see Kolka, the ship starts like moving away from the boat.
Yep.
Oh God! I mean, right? Take yourself slowly now, Coburn. Right?
He's got
Okay.
a -1 intelligence.
As Uncle Coburn presses this next button, the boat slowly, with the bubble around it, starts to submerge.
I'm not sure about this.
How did we win the fight but lose the battle overall?
Okay, we kind of got this. This one's the bubble. No, don't press that now. He's gonna like take hold of a steering wheel.
Our life is in Uncle Coburn.
Okay, a bit rocky as the whole like boat shakes, shaking the barrels everywhere, but it does lurch forward under the water. Everyone can tell you that you're still descending.
Oh
So,
my God.
What about this one here? Pulls that.
This is so bad.
I think-
Enough at the bottom of the fucking
God.
ocean.
You just keep going down and
No,
down.
Gilfie definitely panics, and she's gonna fly up out of this boat. She's not going.
We're underwater.
Oh,
Gilfie, as you hit the bubble as well, you realise it is a wall of force.
oh fuck! Fucking hell! Oh,
Okay.
back up!
He kind of looks. No, give me a moment. I'm getting stressed out now. I don't want to work while
Ah. I don't really
Anyone-
want to drown.
I've got this wall of force on. It's fine. We're all fine. And the wall of force is also shimmering as well, so it's giving out this like light while you're under it. So oddly, you can see directly in front of you the sea. This wall of force seems to be stopping it. It's quite beautiful in a way that if you knew how to get around, but Uncle Coburn seems to have stopped flailing at the thing. He's like, I need a moment, as he sits down.
Rill melts into a puddle. It just lies there.
How long's Real got as a water in a little left?
Still a while, I think.
Yeah, probably like half an hour at least. What's everyone else doing?
Just chilling on Hansel, watching him fucking...
Gilfie's fucking panicking.
Let's go kill the Pope!
I don't think Gilfie's ever been underwater before.
Mm.
Grant thinks it's the best thing ever.
Gilfie's gonna stand right in the middle of the boat.
Right, I'm ready again. This one.
Greta's gonna help him and say, yeah, that one looks good.
Okay, I see you helping.
God, it's the most clear advantage of bullshit D&D rules in the world.
And sort of like shudders, and you realise you're picking up speed now. You're definitely going towards something. You can see everything zipping along underwater next to you.
Can we go slower?
Okay, that one's go.
Slower.
Go on, first mate, Grimehammer. You take the wheel. You seem to be getting the hang of this.
Right, I got this. What am I rolling? An intelligence check.
Yeah.
Gilfie clings to the mast thing.
Straight
What's-
roll with advantage.
Uncle Coburn is helping. Whatever that means.
Whatever that means.
Nice.
Oh
my
my, we're fucking dead.
As it keeps going, it just suddenly halts. The whole ship, like everyone gets thrown forward.
Oh my God.
As it comes to a sudden stop, and he looks down. He's like, "Ah, yes, the stop button." Right.
Figure out how to stop.
So I'm going to say at this point, Uncle Coburn will be able to figure it out, but it's probably going to take a day at least, with minor interruptions as things go right and wrong.
Is gonna hide underneath the deck.
So while you're stuck underwater, everyone can take a long rest.
Yeah.
Real turns back and is like, I was a water elemental for an hour. How are we in this situation right now? Oh, God.
Do you know what you're complaining about? We got a brand new boat that can go underwater.
We're underwater.
Isn't that what we want to be? We're going to kill the Pope, the underwater Pope.
I mean, we brought Rhaenys with us so that we could go to the Salted Forest, try and find the fountain. I'm all for killing the
The
Pope,
sea Pope.
the Sea Pope, but one thing at a time.
Serafina would be like, I don't think it's a good idea trying to kill the High Matriarch of the Sea. Do you know how powerful she is?
Yeah.
She said they're the only person that's imbued with the 5 gods. What does that mean?
That sounds pretty bad.
Right. Change your plan, Uncle. We're going back up.
What? I was already trying to go up.
We'll try harder.
Right, let me have a look. Can Rill try and figure things out?
Okay, do a...
Doesn't have a -1
Right,
intelligence modifier.
This is what I'm going to do.
Yep.
I'm going to do a skill test between all of you.
Cool.
And it's basically going to determine how long it takes to work out how the hell this boat goes.
Nice. I would like to properly look at the mechanisms involved. Use an investigation roll.
Okay, yeah, do that.
15.
Well, even though it's very difficult to work out the mechanism behind this, because it's definitely linked to magic somehow. What you do find in the captain's quarters is a massive handbook about how to steer the ship.
Amazing.
So even though it's a bit dense and it takes hours to go through, you got a very good idea of how the wheel works and how you can pitch it up and down for descending and ascending. Some of the controls are a bit weird though, with the buttons that Uncle Coburn was pressing. It's still difficult to really work out what that is. So you have 1 success from that. Anyone else?
Yeah, get in there, scrubs.
I'm just going to whack it the side of the machine with my athletics. Like when you just punch the side of your computer to get it working. Or whatever.
Right. I'll say the DC's pretty high,
Yeah.
but okay. So even though you have no idea what you're doing, you just whack this this lever actually in frustration. You didn't even realize it was a lever at the time, but you realize as you do it, this lever controls the air bubble, which quickly flickers, and you're like, oh shit, and you bring your axe back the other way and it quickly closes. Everyone gets drenched in this process. There is some water in the boat now, but it was very brief, and he worked out how to do the air bubble.
Gilpy has a heart attack.
Yep.
Yeah.
Major heart attack. Nearly drowns.
Don't press that one.
Please don't.
Anyone else?
Gilpy is gonna use. Gilpy's gonna, in her panic, use wind wall to make a wall around herself.
I don't think that will help.
No, but I like it.
Okay. I will have Uncle Coburn basically trying to read the book with real annotating to him, going over it, taking days. He's going to do a flat intelligence check to see if he understands this yet. And after 3 days of trying to work this out, so if people would like to take off 3 rations for each, well, for whoever themselves.
You have good berry though.
Yeah.
But,
You finally get the boat moving.
a lot of good berries. That'd be good.
Oh, does that mean I don't have to do rations off?
I thought we did the D4 thing with Goodberry. Or did we not? Was that because of Strahd?
Well, it's you get 10 berries.
Oh, okay.
You get up to 10 berries. So I've already 10 to see how many you get.
Okay. So you're all fine. You don't need to do rations. But you'd spend 3 long, boring days on this boat while Uncle Coburn, Rill, and sometimes Greta try and work out how it works. And finally, the thing gets going. And you realise this boat was very, very fast once it gets going. To see, I imagine Babette and Sing Song would have been very confused for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They stayed for 3 days.
What do you think Babette would have done, Natalie?
Probably panicked. I think he would have tried to jump in and swim after them.
Yeah.
And see what's going on.
Babette wouldn't have been able to swim that far down.
Oh, well, he would have just assumed they were fucking dead. I don't know. What would
You've got sending though, right?
Yeah, he casts sending and knows what's going on. Thank you, Hannah. That makes more sense.
Who would he have sending to?
Real, because he's got the sending stone. I'm just be like, oh, hey, what's going on? I can't see you. You dead. I know you. You've been swallowed up by an ancient sea kraken.
Well, depending on when he sent it, Rill's either an water elemental, or later on he'd be like, we've got a really big ship now. I'm not sure how smart it was, and I feel slightly bad about losing Gilfie's radiant wing. But we're safe and bored, very, very bored, waiting for Coburn to figure this all out.
Yeah, he just messaged back saying, don't take too long. I'm getting the sniffles up here. Say.
Yeah. So I think because Coburn doesn't particularly want to risk going underwater again, even though he's figured out the boat, he's going to just go on the surface. There is no sign of the turtles after 3 days. Where do you go from here? Where do you tell Coburn to go?
Back on track to the Salted Forest.
Very nice, very nice. And it is a very speedy journey. At points, Babette and Sing Song would be left behind, and then I imagine there'd be some catch-up time. But it would only take from where you were about another day before you see the shores of the Salted Forest.
Couldn't we pull them along like a
Oh
fucking
yeah,
surfer, whatever you call it, speed?
I imagine you could put the balloon on the
so.
boat if you wanted.
Also, Rill would have taken some time during their 3 days underwater to say to Rhaenys, "This isn't normal adventuring stuff."
I don't know, it's pretty cool. I mean, we're
Well,
underwater.
I'm very glad you think so, Rhaenys. Just wanted to reassure you that generally, things are sometimes a little more thought out.
Well, it's been fun so far. I just feel sorry for Gilfie. She seems to be going slightly insane.
Yeah. We would have spent a lot of time clinging to this mast.
Yeah. Yeah, well, let's try and keep our mind occupied. Need to spend some time with Rhaenys. Trying to talk Gilfie down from the fucking crow's nest or wherever she is.
I imagine during this time, Coburn would be extremely stressed trying to get the boat going. Seraphina
Yeah.
would be advising Rhaenys. Ania, similar, to be like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
After another day, you would reach the Salted Forest. And I'll show you what that looks like. So you'd be pulling some into this sort of bay here. It would be difficult just looking at this map, knowing where to land. All this terrain here, I'll show you what that looks like. It looks a bit like this. That
Oh, yeah.
for a few miles. So it's quite boggy, quite difficult going. But as you look over the horizon, it does develop into a more thick forest. But I'll move you back here at this map. Are there any bright ideas about how you're going to survey where's a good place to pull in and dock?
Did we talk
Have a
about this
little look
before?
around.
I can't remember.
What?
Did we talk about this map before? I think we did, didn't we?
I think so.
What we were going to do?
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
gonna go
Yeah.
over here, I think, weren't we?
Yeah.
I seem to remember that we were going to do some scouting from the air with the air balloon and Gilfie's flying.
Yeah.
But I can't remember if we said we were ever going to dock.
Probably wait till we got information first, right?
Yeah. So just like perch the boat in the middle of the sea and then scout.
Yeah.
If as you're pulling along in this boat, whoever's on lookout, can you do a perception check for me? Say your boat is about here. It's back to the surface now.
Yeah, she's 100% not on the boat right now. I'll
Okay.
do it. Was it perception?
From a bow, Hepatra, you can't see anything. But Gilfie, yeah, perception. With her better eyes. Right. So, Gilfie, what stands out to you if your boat is about here? In this sort of little bay. This direction over here, like the picture I showed you with all the trees, it's a bit like that, but it leads up into a very tall hill. And with your 16, you can see that there's almost a wooden palisade built around it.
Okay.
This place over here looks like Imperial ruins. It looks a bit like what old Aqualia looked like, but you can see boats pulling in and out of a very ramshackle harbour. Could you do a history check to see if you can identify anything about these boats that are pulling in and out? They seem to be ignoring you. The boats are very blocky. You've seen ones like it before. And you remember seeing gnomish and dwarfish vessels which seem to be coming in and out of this port.
Yeah, because we learned about there being like an expedition or something.
Yeah, you learnt that with your very bad investigation roll. You didn't learn any specifics, but you learnt that it's happening.
So is that where we don't want to go? I assume we don't want to go meet with the expedition.
Definitely not with Greta.
No. What about like rounding this little nook? Can we see, or are we too far away?
Far away. You'd have to fly quite far to get over there, Gilfie, about 20 miles.
Okay.
So, God, how long would that take? What's your feet? 100 feet? No, 8 feet.
It's 8 feet, but yeah, I can make it go faster with 100. So.
Let me just write this out. 106 in a second.
Shredder.
It would take you about, so, God, you could probably get over there within 20 minutes if you wanted.
Okay. Yeah.
Flying, that is.
Yeah.
Would she try and fly over this place?
Depends on if it looks dodgy.
As you would approach it, it would be, you realise there aren't many. You can see a ramshackle wooden wall. You see a lot of mechanical equipment as you fly over. Do an intelligence check to see if you can work out what it is. You've seen this in the very deeps of the Aryan. You think it's mining equipment.
Okay.
You see very few figures moving around down there. It's hard to pick them out. There seems to be someone standing on a sort of ramshackle watchtower. But it looks like there's a few tents as well.
There's no weapons on this tower that I can see.
Not that you can see, no.
Okay. Should just sort of fly slightly around all the sort of populated bits, but go around it a little bit.
If you were to just look at this sort of area here very quickly with your good eyesight, you would think that place looks very abandoned.
Okay.
There's some hilly terrain over here where the trees thin out a bit, but from what you can work out, this looks like the only populated place.
Okay. Right. Is this like all the little marshy bit as well?
Yeah, so all this flat land would be marsh.
Okay. Not anywhere great to dock. Should fly back then and tell everyone what she's seen. Probably mention that it's like mining equipment and a few tents. So both this side and that side are populated, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
And then mention that it's the furthest away point. This one, you said it wasn't populated. Did you say?
It didn't look populated. It just looked like a ruin. It looked like things you'd have seen in Old Aquila, but overgrown with flora instead.
Yeah. The only place I can see where there's no one really is annoyingly the furthest away. But it's on the little route.
Maybe it's worth doing. I don't think we want to be in contact with anyone with the ascendancy.
Yeah. Just it's a bit hilly and still not really anywhere to put the boat.
I can always stay and look after the birds if you want.
suppose so. I suppose you don't really have to dock with. Kind of looks over to at Babette and his hot air balloon.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a plan.
Okay, so you're heading for here.
The unpopulated bit, I think probably.
The unpopulated bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how long would it take the boat to get there?
It's more there.
Okay.
The walking from there.
Yeah.
Not far.
Okay. So it'd probably take you about an hour or two to reach down here, where Uncle Coburn would see you off. Who are you taking out onto shore with you? You could sort of get the boat to a very shallow bit, so have it where you barely have to walk off, where most of the boat is submerged.
Mm-hmm.
So you only have to do a minimal of paddling to the shore.
Shore party. Rail, Hepatra, Greta, Gilfie, Rhaenys.
Rhaenys would come, yeah, definitely.
The whole point is trying to get her to the fountain.
Before we all get off the boat, do we want to take the hot air balloon and scout over the crosses? See which one we want to go to. By foot.
And don't know how long it will take them to do it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, you probably need to send the hot air balloon off on like a big loop and then meet them again after like a day or two.
How long will it take just Gilfie?
Oh, God, I need to work this out, otherwise it won't be fair. So that's 40 miles.
Yeah.
So you can move, what, 160 feet every 6 seconds?
Yes, with dash.
But I'd say...
Yeah.
I'd say 80 foot because she's actively looking out, right?
True, yeah. But I can also do long strider, so that's an extra 10.
Okay.
So 90.
Okay. So she can move 24 meters every 6 seconds. So it's 240 meters a minute. Right, Tom?
Yeah.
240.
Bear in mind as well though that she's not on a fucking plane. She's having to flap her wings and stuff.
Yeah. So how?
This would be like saying to someone, "Can you just go run a marathon to go scout everything?"
Oh yeah,
for
good
us,
point.
please?"
Right. So she moves. So trying to work this out.
She
What
does
was
do it for a living, so.
Yeah, true.
Plus,
she
you
can
wouldn't be flapping your wings the whole way. You'd be gliding on air currents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh god, I can't do maths at the moment. I don't know what's going on.
What's her speed?
90 without a dash.
Beat in a mile. 5,280. And it was to go all the way. Or are you just doing the 40?
Actually, long strider only lasts an hour, but it was longer, so only 80 most of the time.
Eight. And then we divide that by D. Gives us 6-second rounds. 10 for a minute. 60 minutes in an hour. To do the whole thing and back again would take Gilfie 16.5 hours.
Quite well done.
Yeah.
How about just the first cross?
So that's 40 and back. So that's 80.
It's about a quarter of that, so it's like 4 hours.
Depends on how badly we want to
Oh,
scout.
80, 8 hours.
Yeah. So she could fly over and they could wait on the land or in the boat. She can report back what she thinks this might be.
Yeah, I mean, or we could we could just go ahead of people, and then everyone else can meet up in the hot air balloon, like halfway, or whatever. Don't know how fast the hot air balloon goes.
Let me see how fast the hot air balloon is.
And how many people it can take, because the more weight you put in it.
It's got 60-foot fly, but it can only take 4 people.
I think
Probably
we're going to be
people, yeah.
trekking. And I think whatever happens, we're going to be trekking.
Yeah,
And I'd rather have Gylfi close by doing smaller scouts to look out for danger.
yeah, that sounds fair enough. Also, 8 hours is a long time.
So yeah.
All day.
I assume Seraphina doesn't want to come with us, or Rill would have a very serious discussion with her about the potential danger.
She thinks that it probably isn't worth her going on the trek, but to send word when they reach, if they reach anywhere.
I've also just remembered I originally thought Seraphina could be up in the balloon with Rhaenys, and that would complete the 4.
Okay, that's a good idea. If Babette will allow them in the balloon.
Yeah, of course he would.
Yeah.
So
This
those four in
is the balloon. You gotta be good.
My balloon,
Um,
don't forget.
I mean, Sing Song's balloon.
They can go ahead of us then.
Yeah. So, and then that's everyone, right? Coburn's fucking watching the car. He's the getaway driver. I've just got my fucking cadre of. We've got such a cadre of weirdos. Rill would ask whether Shoulder Lady wants to come along, or whether she wants to stay with the boat, or if she wants to be dropped off by the Ascendancy people, or whatever.
She can come in the balloon. She's not a full person.
She
Yeah.
100% doesn't want to go in the balloon. It is like someone's fucked if that thing crashes, but I feel like she is extra fucked. She would choose to stay with Uncle Coburn.
Okay. That makes
Reluctantly.
sense. Yeah. Rill's got Momo. Yeah. I think that's fine then, right?
Okay. Let me just get everyone so I can work out what's going on. So we got. This is the ground team.
Move Hanson
Ground
to the
team.
back here.
The back.
Yeah, move him to the back of the thing.
That hasn't been working. Oh, there we go.
Thanks.
That's ground team. We've got
Ground
air team. Oh, where's the balloon?
It's a great balloon.
And let me see. Blah blah blah. Where is she, Seraphina? Where's Seraphina? She's got anything? Right. Balloon team.
Balloon team.
So, I'll tell you the makeup of how this is going to work, trekking across the land. So all of flat land until you see a little hill, that is marsh. Maya. Your maximum, your normal speed on marsh is 12 miles per day. You can push that up to 18 if you do forced, and slow is 6. so you can go about 3 a day. A forest is also difficult terrain, like the swamp. As you remember from Old Aqualia, you can each do an action, which is, oh god, blah blah blah. What was there? There's navigation, which might be a bit easier with the balloon.
It was like
There was
searching around,
investigating, looking for like food and things. I just need to find them. Here we go. There's search, which you find a hidden point of interest. Forage for food and water. Keep watch, which stops you getting surprised at night by wandering monsters. I think that's, and then a navigation check as well, which someone has to do.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Unless it's not scouting. I don't know.
So, first off, before we start the travelling day, I assume you'll say your goodbyes or see you soon.
Yeah.
But can someone roll me a 1d20? Okay. Good to know. What action is everybody doing?
investigating, please.
Okay.
Looking out for enemies.
Yep. So we've got. So can we have the navigator make their check first?
What check is it again, sorry?
It is a wisdom survival.
Okay. Oh.
Gilfie, it is very slow going through this this boggy tree-ridden marsh, and that you're right on the edge of. Can you roll me a d6, please?
1.
Okay. So at this point, you are hugging the coast. You would have veered into the sea, but you can see where the sea is. So I'm not going to make you do that. But you are just crawling along this coast.
Yeah. I mean, Gilfie's flying, she's alright, but she looks down at everyone else in the marsh. It's a bit harder to navigate a marsh than I thought.
Well, we're having a grand old time down here. Slurp, slurp, slurp.
I can see. If I could help, I would.
It's alright. It's good experience for. Oh wait, she's in the balloon. It's not good experience for Rhaenys.
Yeah, you see a balloon up ahead. I imagine sometimes Babette liking to swing it around and be like,
Did I ever tell you about the bugger boat? And the history of the bugger boat?
Real, did you say you're investigating?
Oh, yes, investigation.
Real. One thing that you do notice in this area, you've never been to this part of the salted forest before, but you can see there's a very, very high concentration of salt deposits around here. They seem to be everywhere. And with your good investigation check and how much salt you've actually seen, the mining equipment that Gilfie saw at this treasure hunter place seems to make a lot of sense of why they might be here.
Okie dokie.
And you think these people are probably salt miners who are set up there?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's an honest living. That's good to know.
Greta, what is Greta doing?
Looking out for monsters with the
Keep watch. Okay. This will count for when she's doing it at night.
Can Hansel do it?
Yeah, you can do it, Hansel. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. For the night. What is Hepatra doing? Anything? Is Hepatra there?
She's
Yeah, I think Cleopatra would be there. I don't know what she'd be doing. Probably just sort of maybe keeping an eye on Rill, making sure nothing attacks him. But, you know, being vigilant, I think, would probably be the best way to put it.
Seeing as it's the action that you haven't seen, can you just roll a survival check as she's sort of watching around, looking for anything that could be useful? Yes,
18.
Hepatra. While you're wandering along this horrible, fetid, marshy land, you see these beautiful bulbous flowers. But this is something that you actually recognize from things you've read below the lake. You realize that these flowers, if you pick the bulbs, they provide you a source of fresh water, which might make sense in such a salty land. You manage to get one of these bulbs, and you do keep an eye out for the others. But if you eat one of these bulbs, they give you 2 temporary hit points.
Sweet.
Yeah. So you get one of those bulbs, and everyone is aware of them from now on.
Pretty swaggy.
Okay. So as you're going along, you're just trudging through the edge of the swamp. It eventually is getting to nightfall.
Shit, I'm still in the swamp.
There's a lot of swamp to go, and you're right by the edge of it. Yet in your travels, you haven't really seen many creatures. This place looks like it's pretty barren. Where would you be sleeping that night?
Is it still just watery everywhere?
There's some slightly raised areas that are less sodden, but it's very wet. It's essentially like, I'll show you that picture again so you know what I mean. It's essentially like that. So you could probably stack some trees up, or like there's this little heightened bit up here that maybe you could find one of them and sleep on that.
Yeah. I mean, Gilfy's gonna try and find a tree to sleep in.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
The rest of us chumps that are bugged. Yes, it's just about as awful as I remember it being before.
You could sleep, tied yourself to the tree, maybe.
Does sound comfortable.
Yeah. You see those pictures of like cliff climbers where they tie their little beds to like the cliff side of like really high mountain or cliff or whatever.
Which is very cool. But in our infinite wisdom, did not plan for this journey in any way, shape, or form.
No.
And
you can make hammocks between the trees.
I have a net and some rope. Yeah,
there you
that
go.
could be a thing, I guess.
If you're going to try and MacGyver something,
yep,
indeed you can.
Sweet. Yeah, I've got a bedroll. Could tie a net between some trees and then lay the bedroll over it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Make some hammocks.
I've got some Pitten, or a Pitten. I don't know why I've only got one. I thought I had more than that. I've got climber's kit, got grappling hook, got a net, got a pole. We've got bedroll, got 2-person tent, explorer's pack. Got a bunch of shit we could use.
I think most of that could lead to make a couple of hammocks.
So are you basically trying to make a big net that you all sleep in?
Well-
Suspended from the trees.
It's only really Rill and Greta and Hansel, because Gilfie can just sleep like an owl in a tree, I assume.
Yeah.
And Hipatra is a water person. She could just sleep in the shallows, I assume.
True. Yeah. I mean,
It's
what-
salt water, and she's a sea person, so I feel like it would be fine for her. Just Rill and Greta, but you need a bit of dry land to sleep on,
and a big dog.
and a big dog.
Yeah. Roll. Everyone. Someone can roll a survival check with help, and we'll see
Yeah.
how good this creation is that you make.
And some guidance as well.
It is rickety and uncomfortable. There are points where you feel like you might fall in, and other points where you don't. With that one, you feel like you can sleep here. You won't get drenched. Hansel has a pretty decent vantage point. He moves around a lot. It's not going to be a comfy night's sleep, but it will do.
Yeah.
But drown in your sleep.
I feel like Rill's already filthy on this trip from playing with Momo.
Yeah.
Greta, seeing as you're doing the watch and I've got what your watch is,
Mm-hmm.
can you roll me a d20?
Ten.
Okay. Let me just look here. And then, can you roll me a d12?
6.
Okay, let me just look at. So, what's everyone doing before you bed down for the night?
Making a hammock.
Yeah, Gilfie would be helping as well. She sort of used her druidcraft to let down some leaves to make it more comfy.
Rill would be talking to Hipatra about how jealous he is that she can just sleep comfortably in the water.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you go about your long rest, at one point during the night, Greta, you hear Hansel barking quite ferociously
Ooh.
to the and it obviously wakes you up quite a bit. Everyone else looks kind of groggy. Can you do a perception check of what you see that he's barking at?
Straight roll. 3.
So it's hard to make out, but Hansel sort of nudges you and tries to run off a little bit into the forest.
Oi, where you going?
He's like, and he seems quite disturbed. You can tell with like your natural bond with him. There's something nearby, but he's more worried than feeling threatened.
We should probably get out of here. Hansel's spooked. He's gonna wake everyone up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But what about the hammock?
Fuck the hammock.
Okay.
And shouting through the trees, you hear this little voice. It's like,
No, your microphone is not doing that at all.
"Hello."
What was that?
We've been running for days.
What? You want a Danish? I don't have a
No.
Danish.
And is everyone sort of like startled, sitting on the net?
Yeah, like groggily coming to. Real's got his sword in his hand.
And I'll show you what emerges from the tree line. Hang on. Okay.
Rolling a lot of tokens.
So, emerging from the tree line, you see 3 very scruffy looking halflings. Some of their clothes are torn. Their feet look completely mudded, and their hair is just a complete mess. And they stare up at you, and they're like, "Finally, people!"
Mhm.
And they look at the dog, and they're like,
What do they say looking at Hansel?
they seem quite scared of him.
How's Hansel looking?
Perturbed, not too aggressive, but worried.
Gilby's just looking down, see what everyone else's reaction is.
I did insight check.
Yep.
Yeah, Real wants to do that as well. It's suspicious.
10.
9.
Wait. Wait.
8. 7.
Gilfie, you're just confused. But Greta and Real. Greta, you've seen things like this before when you escaped the Ascendancy. These definitely look like runaway slaves. You might identify a bit with what they're feeling. They look completely exhausted. And seems to be they're the only people they've seen since wherever they ran from.
Yeah, she'll try and help them, like give them food and shelter and or whatever they can do, really.
Yeah, one of them's like, "Thank you, thank you. We managed to escape.
Where are
We've
they?
been running for days."
Where are they?
Far to the north of here. We were with one of the attachments, scouting the forest, but we managed to slip away. They killed one of our friends.
Are they nearby?
Maybe 3 days to the north. We've been running since. I don't think they're after us, though.
Scouting for what?
There's talk of a great treasure hidden. Something's here. They won't tell us, but they think they're close.
What do they ask you to look out for?
Mountains, cave systems, anywhere there could be a small hole that one of us could get into.
Greta
Right,
just
well.
looks to Real and like saying, "We should take him out if we get a chance."
Yeah. How many were in your? How many of the Ascendancy were there with you?
Well, we landed at the fort with the Reclamation Expedition 4, and then we were taken to the military camp where we worked for some of the general, and then we were put aside to search the east. We were with a group of 6 six dwarfs, and there's an inquisitor there as well as a few gnomes as well.
You'd kind of do the blowing out your cheeks look back to Greta. Oh, Natalie's got to pee. Well, we'll do what we can to keep you guys safe, but I'm sorry to say we're going to be heading further into the forest.
Oh, no. There's been something following us. I can feel it.
Yeah, I mean, we have a boat. If you keep going that way, you'll probably see it in the distance. That points to where they came from.
Well, can we rest with you tonight and then make our way tomorrow?
Kind of looks at Riddle and Greta in the ham.
Yep. Just pile on in here.
Is Momo there?
Yeah.
One of them would point at Momo and be like, "It's one of them! They've been chasing us for days!"
Oh, you've been chased by Muddywugs.
We saw them. There's hundreds of them to the north as well. We managed to avoid them.
Oh.
They lurk in the marsh, and you don't see them coming. And that's who got our friend. It came out of nowhere. It had this giant toad with it as well, and it just gobbled him up in one.
Well, Momo's a good guy. Say hello, Momo.
Momo could lead them back, right?
I don't know. It feels kind of cruel to them.
Yeah.
Momo's survival check would be a plus at straight roll. It's one thing having Gilfie like giving us directions, but if you're on the ground and it's just fucking endless swamp trees around you, it's like, where the fuck are we going? Don't have a compass, don't have a map.
That is true.
It's kind of going off. You could see this jut of land with Gilfie.
Yeah,
but
Gilfie makes
get...
all the difference in the world.
Yeah, Gilfie can fly up and see everything. What about if we call Babette with his hot air balloon?
Come on, pick up these rando halfling. Well, they can only take 4 people as well, so we'd have to take some people out of it.
Halflings. It's 1.5.
Yeah, but there's 4 in it.
Shall we end for today and try and sort this out after your long rest?
Yeah.
Next session.
Yeah.